victims are the ones behind me and the ones that went out the back door today, our clients. Those grandparents deserve better.
A man accused of murdering his ex-girlfriend and her 7-year-old daughter made his first appearance in court today on new charges. Meshay Melendez and Layla Stewart disappeared last month, and 10 days later, they were found dead in Washougal. On Friday, murder charges were filed against Kirkland Warren, who was previously a person of interest in the case. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for K2 News at 11 o'clock. I'm Deborah Knapp. K2's Frances Lynn was at the Clark County Courthouse this afternoon, joins us there live now. So, Fran, we got new evidence today.
Yeah, Deb, court documents say Warren used Google Maps to save a location of where Meshay and Layla's bodies were found. And then in his car, investigators say they found bullet casings, a gun, purse, and clothing that belonged to the girls.
It was a difficult and emotional day for the family members of Meshay Melendez and Layla Stewart.
It shouldn't have taken this long.
Family members sat in court for hours waiting for Kirkland Warren, the accused killer of Melendez and her 7-year-old daughter. Warren was scheduled to appear at 1:30, but ended up appearing at about 4:15.
The entire family, all of us in that courtroom, and the 500 plus people on Zoom had to endure every single case. We just re-victimized an entire family of victims that are here to have justice for Meshay and Layla.
Warren's appearance was brief on Zoom, and he didn't say anything.
But if you're dealing with somebody that has no problem shooting at people and pistol whipping women, why would we let them out on the street?
Prosecutors asked the judge to deny bail.
We have a case here of a 7-year-old girl that was shot and killed. There was a no contact order at the time of the murders that prevented him from even having contact with Ms. Melendez. Additionally, the defendant has a murder charge out of the state of Arkansas where bail was once at $250,000, and they revoked that bail. For all those reasons, we ask that bail be denied.
We're going to reserve a bail argument until we have more information.
Judge Susan Clark delayed setting any type of bail until April 17th, meaning Warren will remain behind bars.
No words can express the fact that they now bury their only daughter and granddaughter for a senseless crime that never had to take place.
Vancouver police announced charges against Kirkland Warren, accusing him of murdering his ex-girlfriend Meshay Melendez and her 7-year-old daughter Layla Stewart. This is a development in the horrifying case that we've been covering for weeks now. Thanks for joining us for K2 News at 11. I'm Barry Mangold. We want to get straight to Frances Lynn, who joins us live in Vancouver tonight. And Fran, tonight you spoke with the family's spokesperson.
Yeah, Barry, she says the family is, of course, heartbroken. And at this point, they hope Warren will just plead out. That way they don't have to endure a trial.
I've never had to make funeral arrangements, let alone ask for a casket for a mother and daughter to be buried together. We need to get justice.
Michelle Bart, speaking on behalf of Meshay and Layla's family, says a lot of what she tells me tonight comes from Nicole Norris, Meshay's mother and Layla's grandmother.
She can't process any of this. She's very numb on this nightmare.
Meshay and Layla were last seen with their accused killer, Kirkland Warren, on March 12th. Their bodies were found on the 22nd. The medical examiner's report says Meshay died from a single gunshot wound to the head. Her daughter Layla from 2 gunshots to the head.
What kind of monster shoots a woman and shoots the baby?
Warren was previously jailed on other charges, including a violation of his bond in a murder case in Arkansas, where he was also accused of shooting a man in the head.
If he was afraid of the people in Arkansas, he better be afraid of the people in this community, because we're going to get justice, and you're going to wish you hadn't come to Vancouver, Washington, because people that come to this town do not harm our residents, and they do not harm our children.
Warren was also arrested earlier this month on charges that he assaulted Meshay and fired a gun into her apartment. He posted bond, was released again, and was issued a no-contact order protecting Meshay.
A man that's wanted for murder in another state. And now we're letting you out so that you can complete your mission. We can't do this. We can't keep doing this.
And now Bart says the family just hopes he pleads out.
She wants him to pay the ultimate price, no matter what comes out of his mouth from here on out.
This is a heartbreaking update tonight. Both the police and the medical examiner confirmed gunshot wounds are the cause of death for both Meshay and her young daughter, Layla. The medical examiner's report says Meshay died from a single gunshot wound to the head. Her daughter from 2 gunshots, also to the head. Police say based on that information, they arrested Kirkland Warren for their murders. The pair was last seen with Warren on March 12th. Meshay and Layla's bodies were found in Washougal last week. Warren is due in court on the murder charges Monday afternoon. And prior to the murder arrests, Warren was jailed on other charges, including a violation of his bond in a murder case out of Arkansas. He's accused of shooting a man in the head.